Hello everybody and welcome to Tosso Show. And today we're going to play a game that I didn't play for a very long time. And obviously, as you can see just by the names of the people that's coming up, it's pretty clear that it's the next Final Fantasy in line. We did Final Fantasy XII Revenant Wing. Final Fantasy XII. We didn't do Revenant Wing, I need to do that. But now it's time to do Final Fantasy XIII. And here we are with the beginning of Final Fantasy XIII. I didn't have the opportunity to actually press on time to show you the Square Enix call out, but I think the most important is to see the intro here. To be honest, it's still a very beautiful game looking at it this way, but we'll see with the graphics, the 3D graphics. And yeah, the music are mostly from Masashi Hamauzu on that game, so it looks like a very different style than the usual that we heard on previous Final Fantasy up to Final Fantasy X, because 10-2 is different music, 12 is also different music. So this change, but Hamauzu actually did work on Final Fantasy VII Remake, which eventually I hope that we can do a video one of these days as well. Oh, but the quality of the cinematics are wonderful, oh my god. I'm playing the version that is the Steam version of the game, which is not what I used to play before. I played it on Xbox 360, which have multiple discs for the Xbox 360 game. And to be honest, Final Fantasy XIII is unfortunately kind of like a very interesting game, let's say it this way. I think that the story could have been good, but it failed because of that journal. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And I think that some of the characters are a little bit too similar to other games, or maybe too simplified. I don't know how to explain it. It's just that I really believe that they could have done better in terms of characters development in this game, and they didn't do it. Oh, but my goodness, how beautiful those were. Like, looking at it, this character looks wonderfully good looking. Alright, and here we are on Final Fantasy XIII. That is a beautiful piece, Sarah's theme. Let's go to the settings, let's see what they have. We're gonna put the speaker name, just to make it easy. I don't remember that there were difficulty on battle. Huh. Oh well. Interesting to know. So you can see that by default there's auto battle. This game does use some kind of weird new gameplay. I don't know how to explain it. Unfortunately, we're probably not gonna be able to see the whole gameplay of the game, because this game, with at least 30 hours of, of new gameplay element coming up little by little. And because of that, the game is extremely linear up to a certain point. And that's another problem of the game. I don't remember normal mode or easy mode. Maybe it's something new for this Steam version? I don't remember that at all. Huh. Anyway, it's interesting. And here we are at the beginning of the game. A beginning that may reminisce you from another Final Fantasy game.
The 13 days after we awoke were the beginning of the end.
How dreadful. So there's a whole mythology in that Final Fantasy XIII game, set of games, because as you know there's Final Fantasy XIII 2 and Lightning Return, the Final Fantasy that has the most sequels of all Final Fantasies, I think. Well, although Final Fantasy VII has lots as well. But those came one after another compared to Final Fantasy VII or Final Fantasy IV, which you had to wait for a very long time before they actually came up with extra story for them.
Be quiet.
Okay, Saz and Lightning.
Best of luck.
Oh. And here's we attacking some stuff, whoever those characters are. Alright, and here we are with Lightning. I would say Lightning does look cool. She does look cool, but she was kind of a boring character to me in that episode at least. But we can talk about that maybe another time. Look at that, it's really well done, isn't it?
So far, so good. They all want to fight.
Good. So why do we all want to fight, and fight what? That's the whole thing. Look at that city. Another range that I can potentially talk about, but we'll keep it for maybe a little bit later, so I'm not spoiling you all out already. Although that game is pretty old as well.
Give me that.
Ooh. All that bombarding and everything. Jeez. And people fighting, what's going on? Is there like some kind of war going on? Oh, they can create monsters out of portals. Interesting. So yeah, we're talking about the LC Falsi. It's like a whole mythology. I don't remember the exact name of it. Fabula Nova or something like that. Final Fantasy XV was supposed to be part of that whole mythology, but they changed that when it used to be... I don't even remember. What was the name of Final Fantasy XV before? Huh. And Final Fantasy Type 0 is using also that Fabula Nova or whatever the name it is. I never play Final Fantasy Type 0, so I need to. Oh my god, is that the real 3D of the game? Jeez, I forgot how beautiful it was. It's so detailed.
Hey, let's be rational now.
Well, for those who watched me play Mobius a very long time ago, Mobius Final Fantasy, I think it's using the same engine. It looked like it, at least. So the game was also beautiful. Okay, Lightning 200, SAS 200, and you see here, we have an active time battle system, as you can see from here. So let's view the tutorial. But everything is auto battle by default. So, alright, let's read all of this. Time flows continuously through battle. Watch as your ATB gauge slowly charges. Alright, we get one charge and two charge. Characters perform action by expanded charge ATB gauge segments. The action which they perform depend on the commands you select. So you can see the base command, auto battle, abilities and items right now. You can input entire strings of commands, then unleash them all at once. Select Auto Battle to queue up a set of commands tailored to your situation. Select Abilities to specify individual commands as you see fit. A description of each command will be displayed at the top of the screen. For now, try selecting the Auto Battle command. Move the cursor to Auto Battle, then press... Okay, we show keyboards related items, but I'm actually playing with my Xbox 360 controller. Alright, let's do Auto Battle. Two attacks action have just been placed in your command queue to attack. As as you learn new abilities, you will use commands other than attack. It will also become possible to create longer string of commands. Next, you will need to choose the target of your attacks. When fighting multiple enemies, select your target using the one of our keypad, and then press A to confirm it in this case. You only face one enemy this time, so the choice is simple. Press A to confirm your target and you will execute your 2 attack commands immediately. So man has been well, mech. Once you have finished your attacks, enter more commands and continue fighting until you have defeated the enemy. Note that you will only be able to control the actions of Lightning. Saz will fight on his own, supporting her as he deems best. Good luck! From here on out, how you fight is up to you. Okay, abilities you can see attack and blitz. We're all gonna do blitz pretty soon. Just to show you. It takes 2 first, so I need to wait. So far they didn't talk about what's happening with that bar at the top right about the enemies, but you will see that you can do something specific with it. Uh-oh.
Not so tough now, huh? Hey.
You talk too soon, Saz.
Now, all right? Hey.
So as you heard, Saz is not an LC. Lightning is not either too. Oh.
Heads up.
Baby Chocobo, a Choco Chick. Alright, what's next? Oh, they actually restore health. Oh, up until now, let's continue to just do classic attack. Wave cannon, what does that mean? I'll be honest, that battle music is pretty cool, isn't it? How much Blitz does? 60, and when we do 2 attack, what does it do? Oh, it's better to do attack because it's do 40 and 40. Battle results. Target time. Okay, so that's a new thing. Yes, every time that you finish a battle, there will be a score. Depending on what you did, how long it takes, and stuff like that. Here right now I have a score of 5, but to be honest, there's not that much you can do. And we got 6 potions. Huh. But so far you notice that we didn't get any experience points, nor did we get any kills. We'll see what it means soon enough. Alright, we beat that enemy at least. Oh, it looks like that. So now I guess we can move around.
Oh goodness. Woo. We did it.
Yes, we did it, Saz.
Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier?
Yeah, she's a
You are
soldier.
sanctum, aren't you? What are
Right,
you doing
what
trying
is
to stop the
sanctum?
purge? Why don't you tell me
What
that?
is a
I was
purge?
a soldier.
Hey,
So you see all those questions that you have like that I'm just talking about? They're never answered really, unless you read the logs and the journal logs. I don't remember how
just
the name
can't
is
catch
that.
a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well.
Alright, we had what we call the hanging age, the restricted zone. A lot of people felt that Final Fantasy XIII would not have received our camera control. Oh, first achievement unlock, okay. Current camera control scheme. So if I go left, it goes left. If I go right, it goes right. If I go up, it goes down. And if I go down, it goes up. No, we're gonna change that. So what I want is that if I go up, it goes... I think it's just standard. If I goes up, it goes up. If I goes down, it goes down. If I goes left, it goes left. If I goes right, it goes right. Perfect. Yes. Alright, the data log. That's what I was talking about primer. You possess an advanced digital journal known as a data log that autonomously streams information deemed pertinent. Whenever the data log records a new entry, a notice will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. To peruse entries, press... I guess it will be Y, X, well, we'll see soon enough. To open the main menu and then select data log.
Sure we can get through here?
Yes, Saz. So that's something new. Now you can hear people talking while you're moving and stuff like that. Okay, it was Y. And here's the data log. Apparently these events of chapter 1, Defy Your Fate. You can see that I can look, there's 2 pages, but okay. I just have to press A to go to the next page. There's a primer about the gameplay basics. Oh, there's skippable cutscenes. I didn't know that, but I don't want to do that. There's battle, there's main menu, there's enemy intel as well. Apparently I can see a map, but so far the map looks very strange. Inventory, we have potions only. My character has a Blazefire Saber, whereas, well, lightning, and says a Vega 42. I have his experience point on the weapon, but you can see because it's level 1. I forgot about that. Huh. Equipment. So equipments are very simple in this game. It's just a weapon and an accessory. That's it. Abilities. Let's look at that. So that's all the attacks that I can get as abilities. Status. So lightning status and side status. Oh, I like how they did that. Looks really cool. Yeah, we're not gonna read all of that. And settings. What do we want to say on settings? I'm curious. Oh, on-screen button explanation. Let's change that to controller type. Duh! Oh my god, I didn't realize that there's that. Hello, lightning. She's a beauty, her, isn't she? I mean, she's so well done. The hair, the style of the clothing and all that. I think that's one thing that I really adore with this game is that there's an attention to detail that actually kind of exists in Final Fantasy XIII that you cannot see in a lot of other games, and I think that sometimes people may have judged a little bit unfairly those games. There's some problem with the shadows for here, but apparently I can control that from what I saw with the Steam, what Steam is saying. Okay, Saz, can I talk to you? Oh, what the hell? Hello, Saz. Are you still here? Okay, let's try to see if I can get you better. Yeah, there's some kind of flickering shadow stuff, which I think I can change. It's probably me. I don't know if I can remove that map, so like that my character looks even better. Okay, not here. Wow, there's no way to remove the map, unfortunately, as you can see. So I guess... Oh, no, I can, by pressing select. Oh, cool, look at that! I love also those flight things on the back, like... look at that! Isn't this wonderful? Oh my god, so beautiful. I'm gonna put back the... Okay. So you can save and you can shop here. Unicorn map. Mart. Well, so far there's not that much you can buy, obviously, but you don't have much money either. I mean, right now it's better to not buy anything. Alright, let's continue in our way. Oh, these enemies. So you can see that the enemies are visible. Like Final Fantasy XII, now they're gonna be visible. And I think that will be the new thing on Final Fantasy games. So far, with all the other Final Fantasies that came out, the enemies were visible. So enemy encounters. Many and various enemies stalk the roads that you must travel. Upon entering an enemy's detection radius, the minimap in the upper right corner of the screen will flash in warning. Coming into contact with any enemy will initiate a battle. I forgot to take some pictures, dang it. Anyway, I'm probably gonna have to do some pictures from the... Hello, beauty. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Alright, they know that I'm here. Warning, let's attack. Let's do B because... I'm hoping you don't hear all the extra noise that I do.
This is?
Yeah, what is it?
Is the army leaving its toys out now?
Sorry, I really love doing all those angles. I guess I cannot do much with that so far. Or at least there's nothing happening when I'm trying to. Uh-oh. Oh, what was that? Oh, there's something here. So we can jump in this game, as you can see. Oh, I cannot change the camera in this case. I cannot change the camera.
The entire army came out to play. These guys don't seem very interested in our side.
Well, the game is kind of dynamic thanks to the ways that they did that, right? Which is a good thing. Oh. I will do 10 millions of shots in this game because it's so beautiful. I love it. A new style of enemy. Well, you can see that sometimes the game can be a little bit boring if you have to just like press auto battle and attack, right? Eventually the game will be better than that for... There will be much more things you can do. Right now, at the beginning of the game, they don't allow you to do that much. And that's how it is, unfortunately. Yes, it is. That's interesting. Oh, here's our first chest of the game. Alright, let's open this thing. And we obtain a potion from it. Alright. The game is slowing a little bit. I guess maybe I put my system to be too... at the level that is maybe a little bit too high, but oh well. Alright, what's going on next here?
purged, I get. But taking on trained soldiers?
Better to die than get sent to Pulse. It's hell on the brimstone.
Pulse. What is Pulse?
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey! Guess we, gotta fight again, huh?
I guess so, Saz. What did you expect? Let's get going. What I love with Blitz is that it attacks everybody, so if you put it in the center where all enemies are, it's actually beneficial to you. We stagger one, yes! So the staggering is something that is new in this game. And that gives you an advantage in battle. Wicked Fang, okay. Am I always healed after a battle? Yeah, okay. That's fascinating. They heal you every time at the end of a battle. Okay. There's something in the front, there's also something on the side here. Ooh, look at that. Something on the side is a chest. And by the way, it's very, very important in this game that you retrieve absolutely everything because you're not coming back. 99% of the time in this game, you're not coming back to previous places, and that's very important to know that. Another thing that is really annoying in this game, that maybe I can talk about it now, is that there's no towns. Yeah, that's the first Final Fantasy where you cannot actually stop somewhere. Which I found kind of a bummer, because Final Fantasy is great thanks to also the fact that you have to visit some other places around and all those kind of stuff. And right now you just don't have that in this game. Oh, you just have attack. Huh. So hopefully I didn't miss anything. Doesn't look like it. But you can, yeah, that's a lot of anyway. Let's go back into the game because I just want to play only for an hour.
Yeah, you must be real nice from up there.
Okay, there will be a place to go over there. Well, what's stupid with this one is that whatever you're doing, if an enemy sees you, it doesn't change anything. It's different in Final Fantasy X-2, 13-2. I don't know why I said 10-2, 13-2, where there is a little bit of differences there, but we're gonna talk about that when we play Final Fantasy XIII-2, because we will. It's funny because all the Final Fantasy XIII games so far cannot be found on cloud gaming. None of them. None. Well, you can have it on Xbox Game Pass, by the way. It's available on Xbox Game Pass. But the problem is that, yes, you can have it on Xbox Game Pass. Oh. What? Oh, an Iron Bangle. Oh, sweet. Okay. Let's go equip that. Okay, let's see what's going on. If I go this way... That's really dumb. That's what I was telling you, everyone. Like, a lot of those maps, I don't know what they thought, but those maps are so boring. They're straight line.
Cold-blooded murder.
That's why it's even maybe probably completely useless for me to keep that map. 50 gears. Wow, we're becoming very rich. I hope I didn't forget to put the microphone. Making sure that all the things that I say actually is recorded, because I don't know right now. But I think I did. I think it's fine. Alright, 100%. Otherwise I would have to redo that whole video. It will be fun. It takes 50 gigabytes on the hard disk drive to have Final Fantasy XIII. Which is kind of crazy for a game that is not that recent.
Preemptive strike.
Preemptive strike.
Rebels.
Rebels.
So much for the element of surprise.
Well, does it really exist an element of surprise in this game for? Item usage tutorial. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen here. Yes, view the tutorial. Whenever your HP begins to run low in combat, you can heal yourself using items to avoid being knocked out. Select the items command to open your party inventory. It looks like you have some potions which restore HP when consumed. The number next to an item's name tells you how many items of that type you have left. Move the cursor to the name of the item you wish to use potion and then press A. That's kind of dumb right now because, oh, it's heal everybody. Since a single potion heals your entire party, your entire battle team, you do not need to specify a target. Using items is a free action, so you will recover HP immediately without expanding any chart segment of your ATB gauge. When you find yourself in a pinch, don't hesitate to use a potion. Remember, even if your allies are still standing, it's game over if an enemy manages to KO lightning. And that's the big thing that you need to know about all the Final Fantasy XIII, is that you do not use ATB when you use an item. And that's great, because thanks to that, you're actually capable to have some kind of strategy in some of the battles. Okay, we stagger it. Okay, they give back a potion. Well, I cannot control that camera that often. Oh, ugh. Awful. Ugh.
Do we turn back?
There's no time.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Oh?
Hey! Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go!
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here!
Haha.
Hey, that might get us across. Right there. Right?
Looks that way.
Ah, lightning is so mean sometimes. Alright, it's already been 34 minutes, so I don't want to play more than an hour,
Right.
if I can avoid that. Mean lightning.
Come on.
Hmm. Do, 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 do. Yes. I'm wondering if they restore all HP as soon as the end of a battle. I think they do in this game, which is different from most Final Fantasy. Well, in Final Fantasy X, remember that you can go easily to a save point to actually get heal. Let's see if there's some new things that pops up. I guess there's nothing that pops up. Okay. Let's get back to Saz.
Hey now. Seems to be in working order.
Look at that. It's really beautiful, right? I do have some little issues with my game, but it's okay. Okay. Okay, we need to activate something here. Taking some pictures with the Steam screenshotter or whatever you want to name that does slow down sometimes some games,
Not our lucky day.
which I hate because unfortunately that's what I
He's a soldier
generally
too, right?
use.
Can't you like pull some strings or something?
No, let's just fight.
D4Ts, are we? Weapons down. I hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
I'm not intimidated, sorry. Attack chain tutorial. Okay, let's talk about that. To initiate an attack chain, first select auto battle or attack from the abilities menu and choose a Psychon Marauder as your target. See the bar display beneath your target's name? That is known as the change gauge. Keep an eye on the change gauge as you strike. Alright. When you attack an enemy, the change gauge feels hit home and the percentage beneath increases. The percentage is called the chain bonus. The more hits you hit an enemy, the more damage it will take from subsequent attacks. Continue pummeling the Psychon Marauder and boosting your chain bonus until the gauge is full. Alright, once your change gauge is full, one further blow will stagger your foe. A staggered enemy takes greater damage when attacked. Chaining attacks to stagger powerful adversaries is essential to defeating them. Be aware, however, that an enemy's chain gauge begins to drain at the moment it's staggered. Once the gauge is empty, the enemy will no longer be staggered. Probably gonna have to use... Okay, let's hurry up before that gauge is going down. Ah, we should be good. By the way, eventually there will be a way for us to stop if you do 2 attacks, and if you want to just do 1 attack instead of 2 with the ATB gauge, you can, but I don't remember how to do that so far.
So, soldier. What's your angle? What? Classified military info? Huh? What's the
It's
matter?
about her
Quit,
sister.
did you? Did you think I'm gonna go out there and just tell everybody your
I'll
secrets?
see. My angle. I'm after the Foul Sea.
Oh. She wants to target big. So, just for a vocabulary standpoint, LC are the gods, kind of. LCs are people that has a mission from the gods, and when they become LC, if they fail, they become some kind of monster, but if they succeed in doing their mission, then they change into a crystal or whatever. You'll see all of this. I think it's kind of explained. Oh.
Citizens, I would like to thank our brave false pioneers and express our best wishes for a successful relocation. Your noble
Alright.
and selfless sacrifice
We're going to new people here.
continued safety and peace of our society. Were it not for this remarkable gesture, every resident of Cocoon, your family, your friends, your neighbors, would be exposed to the dangers of the world below.
What are the dangers of the world below?
By choosing to leave Cocoon,
So there's two planets, there's Cocoon and Pulse.
Migration. More like extermination.
Huge. You stay here.
So sorry. I didn't mean to.
These people need heroes.
Yes, no, these people need heroes, but you have to stop to say all those stupid thing. Anyway,
You're cool, and they will too.
as you can hear, Snow's voice is from Troy Baker's before the times I became extremely famous because of Joel on The Last of Us, obviously. Actually, Snow looks more like Troy Baker than obviously Joel. Joel looks a little bit different, older. Alright, now we're playing with Snow. So why Snow is a character that you play? It's because he has something important similarly to Lightning. Actually, I love how they did that thing. Really, they did a great job. Can I equip something? Okay. Unfortunately, the Iron Bengal, I don't have it with me anymore. But it seems that Snow has a lot of HP, so... And Snow always wants to be a hero. So people do talk, but you can see that I don't have to press anything. I just have to listen.
It's all over.
Like that. So it doesn't give you an aspect of, you know, of having to want to do something with people, because they just say some stuff that are unrelated and not that interesting to you. It's just listening on the side, you know. Yeah, it's not that much. I'm wondering if I can change that shadow system to look less bizarre.
This is crazy.
Then take a nap.
Really? Can I?
Sure. And when we're taking a dirt nap, you can save them all.
Oh, it's even worse.
So all those are friends of Snow.
Naps today. We're all in this together. Our enemy's the Cocoon Sanctum. Their dreaded Psycom, no less.
What's to dread? Psycom's nothing but a whole bunch of bluster and bullying. They've got nothing on Nora.
Well, we are the heroes after all. Let's prove it!
Huh?
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
I guess our character are kind of like go-lucky. I forgot their names. I should have checked. Labro, Yuge, and I don't remember the name of that guy. Alright, let's get fighting. Let's see what Snow has that is different.
Wrapped up
Oh.
and ready!
They joined me in battle, I forgot about that. I don't remember Snow back to have something specific like this. Like a bear design on the back. Fascinating, I didn't realize that ever. Is that normal? Did we change something? He doesn't have that here. What the heck? Is that something new for that version? Oh, somebody failed. Like, look at those people. Let's see. Okay, he has hand grenades. Let's try the hand grenades quickly. Oh, now it became my auto stuff. I need to check some of those stuff. That's fascinating. I swear this stuff that kind of changed compared to the Xbox versions that I know.
Soldiers everywhere.
Yo, boss. What's the plan? Charge in, guns blazing.
Hey, that's not a plan.
Exactly, it's not a plan.
Real heroes don't need plans.
It's so, in French we would say gnangnan, which means that it's so silly stupid what they say. Nora! That's the name of their band. Of attack. Of attackers. Oh! The stagger went easy. Jeez, he must be a good stagger because he staggers enemy very fast. He's much stronger than the rest of the characters. Well, as you can see, Snow is more like a monk in a sort. I really need to check why he has that different back design.
Same plan as always. Hit him hard and hit him again.
It's not necessarily Snow, it's probably the help of Gado and Lebro. I guess you can say Lebro, not Labro. Lebro.
You see that?
It's funny that we don't know their HPs, but we can see that they lose some. Alright, you're gonna pretty soon end, like in 10 minutes from now.
Don't you kids go falling behind now.
It's a lot of battle here. There's a story event. That lady here will be important, obviously, because she looks different than the rest.
You all okay? Hey, careful with those. Don't worry. No one's moving to Pulse today. We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready to...
Wait! Let me fight
Yeah,
with you!
you can't expect us to just sit here.
Hmm.
Could help.
Yep.
Please, let us help!
And it's dangerous.
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Here, take this one.
This
Here you go. And one for you.
Count
Go
me in.
for it. Here's yours. Take care now. Mom? Don't worry. Huh?
So I just
Well, we have two other characters that are important here, that you can see.
You got it. That's how it works.
I don't know how far we're gonna go in 10 minutes from now. Maybe we can play with Vanille and Hope. Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah. Moms are tough.
Well, sometimes we have to be, right?
It's the last one, boss.
All right, last one. Somebody take it.
No.
Yeah.
Ah!
Push comes to shove. Keep them safe.
First impression of snow? All talk.
Alright, you can see that
All right,
Vanille
lay
is the
low
one
and
that
you'll be
actually
fine.
narrates the
We'll clear
game.
out the area.
Well, you can see the name of Hope and Vanille here, so...
Going home together.
Come on! Everybody up!
Right! New recruits! On me!
Come on.
I remember a video of somebody that was saying like how much we militarize everything in this game as soon as the beginning, and that, you know, it's bad to militarize everything. I kind of agree to this, but at the same
We're
time,
not losing to SciComm, you hear me?
This'll be a piece of cake.
a lot of people really want to make sure that
It's not over till it's
your
over.
liberty is a liberty, right? So I can understand as well why it's going this way in this game. But I guess the main problem is in this game is that they don't explain to you that this is happening, right? Should I put the Iron Bangle on snow? Oh, I didn't realize that it would show me Gado and Labro in here too. Well, apparently I cannot look at them. Le bro. Why do I keep saying la bro? Le bro, le bro, le bro.
Stay sharp. Don't want to make their job any easier.
Sorry, boss.
I think the thing that the person hated is the way that Vanny is acting as if innocently and acting as if everything's fine to actually get a gun, but you know, it's kind of a fault of Snow, really, because he's the one that says, hey, somebody has to volunteer, which I think is very dumb of him to say something like that. Anywho. But the story does show you that Snow is not necessarily the smarter person in the world. Okay, so I can press Y to just stop and do one attack on me. Perfect. Unfortunately, we're never gonna see that probably because I have to stop in 6 minutes.
Bro, back us up.
Just making sure that I don't miss anything. Although it's kind of dumb that I'm trying to think of not missing something when I know that I'm not gonna continue the game. I'm just doing the first hour just to make sure that you all see how it looks like. And because it's been so long that I didn't play the game. But my goal is not to play the game because I have so many other games I need to play, and this one I already played it once and finished once. And to be honest, it's not necessarily the best Final Fantasy to play. So you see, like I do only one attack here, and bam. A lot of people hate Final Fantasy XIII too, but actually I did like Final Fantasy XIII too, so that's something that we should eventually discuss one of these days. Okay, well, I'm going this way.
Alright, let's shake things up a little.
Yeah, but you put people in danger, that's what you don't understand. Well, I guess you will learn that in certain ways, right? For people who actually played the game, you know very well what I'm talking about. A behemoth, a mechanic behemoth, as soon as the beginning of the game, jeez.
We fight and we survive!
Better behemoth. Okay, can we stagger him? Oh cool, so she has potions, so I don't need to worry about healing people. Because the bro will do it for me. Okay, we need to do 200% to get the beam of in a situation of we didn't stagger him. Oh well. Wow, it gives 5 potions. Ooh.
No! We got trouble! No kidding. Stay down.
Huh. I forgot that Snow nearly died.
I told you, didn't I? Moms are tough.
Oh. That's the unfortunate reality of war. And that's why it's something that I hope nobody's forgetting in life. War is not a great thing, it's a very sad thing. Whether you want to be a hero, that doesn't mean that you have to make people suffer.
Get him home. Please.
Hold on!
Come on, Snow. If you're a hero, you should be able to save her, isn't it? It's funny how the mom, Hope's mom, looks like a character from Final Fantasy XII, in my opinion. The style. And here you can see a lot of the character of Hope.
Come on! We have to move!
She's right, snap out of it, you idiot. So you have the other side of the idiocy of Snow with Hope. And you see, that's the other problem with that Final Fantasy. I think that some of the characters are just not likable. Sometimes they're just annoying. You just want to tell them, hey, why do you think this way? Because that's so dumb. Anyway, it's been already an hour.
Massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
So sad. Yeah, you're right, Saz.
The idea.
What?
Sanctum logic. They conjured up the purge to eliminate a threat.
Of course. Because Sanctum are bad.
Why carry the danger all the way to Pulse? Why not just stamp it out here? Execution, masquerade.
Well, it's even more complicated than that, but she doesn't know that yet.
Relocation to Pulse. How does the government get away with pulling crap like that?
Yeah.
And you knew this was gonna happen?
The purge was SciComm. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
SciComm, Guardian Corps. Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they?
Exactly. But that doesn't mean they know everything from everything.
And their lessee are enemies of the state. Tell a soldier to kill an enemy, and you really think it's gonna matter what uniform he's wearing?
Might have mattered to that one. Couldn't shoot. Got himself shot instead.
How about you? Orders say shoot, you pull the trigger?
Well, obviously she doesn't, otherwise she would have done what she just did, right?
Wait. What?
We're probably gonna stop here. Back with Lightning and Saz. I may be obliged to use... okay. We're so close to put it staggered, guys. Come on, we can make it. Once it's staggered, then I can probably use a potion. I wonder if Saz will use potion. Maybe we should take the risk and see. Ah, we beat him just before he beat us. Putting my emotion. That was a risk that I took, but it worked out. By now.
What's that? Huh?
Attention purge deportees. Attention purge deportees. Put down your weapons and surrender immediately. Your removal is the will of the people of Cocoon. Should you attempt to flee, the Sanctum will employ every resource necessary to bring you to justice. This land is no longer your home. Cease hostilities and surrender.
Ah, Snow survived.
Sarah.
So it's a LC. A
Yeah.
Cocoon LC.
Right in there.
The post file C.
Oh, is it the poor file? It's the poor file C. Okay.
Don't worry. We'll be okay.
Alright, it seems that we're gonna play with Maybe it's time to play with Vanny and Hope, so maybe we're just gonna stop at the moment where we play with Vanny and Hope.
It's too much, isn't it? Face it later. Ciao!
Well, she's not wrong. Alright, let's see what's gonna happen
You said
here.
it made you happy when I smiled, didn't you? But really, I was afraid. I was always afraid.
Look at that gigantic thing.
So, how do you figure that post-foul scene is different from the sanctums? All things being equal, I just as soon keep one of them.
Hello, little chocobo.
Time to jump.
Yeah, I know. Hey! Hey! Hang on! What the? Hey!
Lightning is so lightning, isn't she?
Damn.
So what you gonna do, Saz? Huh? Alright, let's see at the end of those
Come on.
all those cutscenes what's gonna happen next, because if we have Vanilla and Hope as the next people, that'll be great, just to show you super quickly how to play with them.
the others?
I really need to remove... Unfortunately, there's a notification that
Couldn't have died.
shows up for me right now that I cannot remove and drives me crazy. That's what's happening sometime when you have a full screen experience.
Hey, get a grip, man. What's wrong with you?
Are we gonna play with Snow again?
Get him home. Get who home?
Toss me that.
Catch.
What are you doing? So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero. She's waiting there, ain't she? Your lovely bride-to-be?
Yeah, Sarah.
Isn't it about time you picked her up?
Let's go pick up Sarah. I have to go back. Think again. Yeah, unfortunately I think we're gonna play with Snow again, so I'm probably gonna stop now. I wish we could have played a little bit more
There's
with
our ride.
other characters.
Now you're talking.
Oh, good thing.
I swear the game was at 60 FPS at the beginning. Now I see that I'm at 30. Huh. I need to go check what happened. No, it's back to 60. Oh, maybe it's a mix and match depending on moments of the game. Anyway, let's grab that
Everyone's all right.
Standing there.
for a circle. Alright, let's see what this one is and then we're gonna call it a day. Oh. Oh, Power Circle is a new weapon. Better strength but less magic. So far I didn't use any magic, so it's probably the best to do that. Alright everybody, we're gonna stop here with Mr. Snow. one of the most hated characters on Final Fantasy XIII, I guess. We're gonna stop here. Thank you so much for watching. I just give an idea about Final Fantasy XIII. Its beginning, that you can see is pretty long with a lot of cutscene and kind of like at the same place and very linear. But the game unfortunately is kind of like that. But it does have some good stuff. I'll admit there's some good stuff. I think it could have had a better story if only they didn't put everything on the dialogue. Oh well. Missed opportunity. It's just a beautiful game with some fun moments still, but definitely not as good as most Final Fantasies that we already talked about. Alright, that was Tosser Show. Thank you so much everyone. If you like the video, as usual, please put a thumbs up on this, and if you like my channel, please subscribe so that you can see and hear me again continuing with my French accent and trying to say bad stuff about snow, you know. Alright everybody, toss out, bye bye.